Back her time. What purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
Mr. Chairman, I move to strike the last word.
Gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And it's been an honor to be in this chamber and listen to the debate that's going on. And my colleagues on the other side, their bill seeks to reduce the role that the Environmental Protection Agency would play. And I hear words and phrases like an unelected body that makes decisions in the night for no one to see or hear. But, Mr. Chairman, it is not an unelected body. We have elections in our country, and we had a presidential election. And elections have consequences. And the EPA is an arm of the administration, an arm of a president who was elected with a commanding victory this past November. And to hear that this is an unelected body and work being done in the dead of night for no one else to know about is just not the case. And I urge my colleagues on the other side, I was a prosecutor, and we would have a trial. I would pick a jury. We would put on evidence. I would give a closing argument. The jury would deliberate. And then we would all accept the verdict. We had the same thing for over a year. We had presidential debates after debates, TV ads that we were all tired of. And now we have a president who was reelected and an agency that the president is charged with administrating. And it really does disturb me, Mr. Chairman, to think that these agencies shouldn't have any teeth or enforcement to protect our children and the future. But I also rise today to express my concerns about the impact that this energy and water appropriations bill will have on the important work that our national laboratories are doing. We depend on our national laboratories for basic scientific research that keeps our country safe and keeps us on the cutting edge of technology. Our national labs are home to some of the greatest minds in the country, and we all benefit greatly when we allow these great researchers the freedom to do what they were trained to do and to explore the scientific questions that they are passionate about. I'm fortunate that I'm able to represent Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory and Sandia National Laboratory, which are NNSA laboratories, and work on maintaining our nuclear stockpile, but also participating in research that will provide an all-of-the-above energy solution for our future. Right now, however, this bill reduces what the laboratories call laboratory-directed research and development. And laboratory-directed research and development, LDRD, allows the scientists at the laboratory to work on their own experiments in addition to the work that they do at the lab. Now, in the private sector, Google really was the first company to innovate with this. They call it 20% time. One day out of the week, an employee at Google would be able to work 20% of the week, one day on their own projects for Google. And some of the programs that we all use, like Gmail or Picasa or Google Documents, came from Google's 20% time. Well, the laboratory, their 20% time is actually today 8% time, and it's LDRD. And this is a way to recruit top talent and retain a scientist with the promise of being able to do publishable work in addition to their classified work. But this bill foolishly cuts LDRD time from 8% to 4.5%. This will result in less independent science research. It will hurt the ability of our classified labs to recruit and retain top talent, and will surely deprive the nation of scientific discoveries. Additionally, I'm concerned about the cuts to the Lawrence Livermore National Ignition Facility, also known as NIF. Over the long term, NIF is a fundamental part of providing our nation with energy security. It also, in light of international treaties that prevent us from conducting nuclear tests below or above ground, it allows us to use laser science to test and maintain our stockpile, while also participate in non-proliferation programs, which makes our stockpile leaner and meaner. America should be a leader in the area of fusion research. Russia, China, and France have accelerated investments in their efforts to compete in inertial confinement fusion, but they remain behind this premier U.S. endeavor. Seizing support for NIF would be ceding to those countries or others American leadership in what would be energy industry of the future. Considering our national security threats and limited domestic energy sources, this is no time to be cutting its capabilities. Unfortunately, jobs at NIF have already been cut, and the capacity has been curtailed because of reductions in fiscal year 2013 and the sequester. The funding levels in this bill would make the situation much worse. We must ensure that the United States does not fall behind our competitors and continues to build upon the investments already begun. It is crucial that NIF gets the funding it needs to continue this crucial work. Mr. Chairman, I urge my colleagues to carefully consider the damage that these cuts would do at our national laboratories and consider the value of preserving our country's leadership and our role in maintaining our nuclear stockpile and investments in the future of our country through laboratory-directed research and development. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back his time.